Episode 24. Top CCP officials are involved in live organ harvesting.
各位观众大家好，
Greetings,
欢迎大家
everyone.
来到
Welcome to the
铁证如山
Ironclad Irrefutable Evidence series. Please don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share this program. This is a critical issue related to the well-being and security of each individual, every community, and the entire society. Thank you very much for your attention and support. In episode 23, we presented 4 recordings indicating that live organ harvesting of Falun Gong practitioners is a state crime ordered by Jiang Zemin. In this episode, we're going to present the second piece of evidence, which is the investigation on the high-level CCP officials' involvement in the crime of live organ harvesting. The Politburo Standing Committee, PSC, is the CCP's highest decision-making body when the Politburo is not in session. It currently has 7 members. From 2007 to 2015, we conducted phone investigations on 5 former members of the PSC, a former Minister of National Defense and a former Vice Chairman of the CCP's Central Military Commission. Their responses confirmed that live organ harvesting is a systematically organized crime driven by the CCP's top civilian and military officials. Specifically, Zhou Yongkang, the former Secretary of the Central Political and Legal Affairs Commission, PLAC, had been responsible for implementing the policy of live organ harvesting. The People's Liberation Army, PLA, General Logistics Department, has been the core agency of live organ harvesting, and high-ranking CCP officials have all been well aware of the issue of live organ harvesting from Falun Gong practitioners. Subject of investigation, Li Chongchun. Date of investigation, April 17, 2012. Li was a member of the PSC from 2002 to 2012. He also chaired the Central Guidance Commission on Building Spiritual Civilization, which controls nationwide social media and the dissemination of socialist propaganda. He used disinformation to incite the public to hate Falun Gong. On April 17, 2012, one of our investigators asked Li if he knew anything about live organ harvesting. He said Zhou Yongkang is in charge of this specifically. He knows all about it.
This call is being recorded.
Hello, is this Comrade Li Changchun?
Yes, it's me.
This is Director Zhang from Luo Gan's office. Comrade Luo went to sleep already, and he asked me to tell you a few things.
Okay.
They seem to say, well, we got information that while you and Jia Qinglin are away, we should use Bo Xilai's involvement in harvesting organs from Falun Gong practitioners for organ transplants to convict Bo. At that time...
You should contact the Zhou Yongkang.
Yes, but at that time...
Zhou Yongkang is in charge of this. He knows it, okay? I'm having my secretary talk to you.
Subject of investigation, Liang Guanglie. Date of investigation, May 2012. Liang Guanglie is the former Minister of National Defense and a retired PLA general. He once served as the PLA Chief of General Staff. In May 2012, when he was on a business trip in the United States, one of our investigators called him. During the call, Liang confirmed that the military held Falun Gong practitioners for organ harvesting, and the Central Military Commission had meetings to discuss this matter. Liang also suggested that the investigator contact the PLA General Logistics Department for more information.
您好，我是首长的秘书啊。
这个梁部长找到了吗？
Hello.
有什么事？
Hello, this is
Secretary of the Minister.
Is the Minister Liang with you?
May I ask why you want to speak to Minister Liang?
Recently, Wang Lijun reported several issues to us. I've got a few quick questions to ask Minister Liang. May I ask a few quick questions now?
Quick questions. That this is an international long-distance call, and it's not secure.
They are not confidential issues. We just want to confirm some timelines.
A few questions about timelines?
Yes.
About what?
It's better that I talk directly to Minister Liang.
Please wait a moment.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is this Liang Guolie, Minister of National Defense.
May I ask who's calling?
We've got a few quick questions to ask you. Wang Lijun provided us with some new information recently. He had collaborated with military hospitals to conduct research on organ transplants using organs excised from detained Falun Gong practitioners. So would you please tell us more about those grade 3A military hospitals using Falun Gong practitioners' organs to do organ transplants?
About this, let me tell you about two things. First, I'm abroad now. You called me, but I can't verify your identity. Second, I'm not in charge of what you said.
Is the General Logistics Department in charge of it?
Then you need to ask who are in charge of it.
Have you ever heard about it when you were the Chief of General Staff?
I heard about it while I was in charge of military work instead of the logistics and medical things.
Also, the information provided by Wang Lijun indicates that some Falun Gong practitioners used as organ donors were detained by the military. So this is related to...
Don't ask me about this, okay?
Okay. I'll ask the General Logistics Department.
You go to ask the relevant departments, okay?
Okay.
What you've asked, I'm not in charge of it. Plus, it's not appropriate for me to tell you. You suddenly call me.
We got your phone number from the Ministry of National Defense.
Well, you got the number from the Ministry of National Defense. It's an overseas number. I don't even know who you are.
Okay. If you're not in charge of this, we will find the relevant department to learn more.
I'm not in charge of this. It's not my responsibility.
If at that time the military detained some organ donors for transplant, then this matter...
I have heard about this.
Has this matter been discussed during the meeting of the military commission?
It was discussed.
That's
it?
Okay, we'll get more information from relevant departments.
Okay.
Okay, sorry for disturbing you.
Is your phone call authentic?
Uh-huh.
I want to verify this phone call. Is it authentic?
Yes.
Really?
Right.
I will investigate you. Let me tell you.
Uh-huh. Sure you can. When you come back, you can ask your secretary to visit us. All right. I wish you all the best in the United States.
Okay.
Well then, sorry for the disturbance. Goodbye.
Okay.
Subject of investigation, Zhang Dezheng. Date of investigation, June 15, 2015. Zhang Dezheng was a member of the PSC from 2012 to 2017. He vigorously followed the CCP policy of smearing, fabricating charges against, and suppressing Falun Gong practitioners. Live organ harvesting flourished when he was the CCP's General Secretary of Guangdong Province from 2002 to 2007. On June 15, 2015, while Zhang Dezheng was on an official trip to India, one of our investigators gave him a call inquiring about organ harvesting from imprisoned Falun Gong practitioners. During our call, he didn't deny the crime, nor did he express any surprise when it was mentioned. Instead, he emphasized it was unsafe to discuss sensitive information on a mobile phone while traveling abroad, and said he could talk about it when he returned to China.
喂，你好。你好，是杨信联络员吗
Hello. May I speak to Comrade Zhang Dejiang?
Who am I speaking to?
This is Secretary Liu from Jiang Zemin office. Is this Comrade Zhang Dejiang?
Yes.
Comrade Jiang Zemin has a few words for me to pass on to you.
Okay.
After Zhou Yongkang was sentenced to prison, Comrade Jiang Zemin wants to know if Zhou confessed that it was Jiang Zemin who ordered live organ harvesting from imprisoned Falun Gong practitioners for organ transplants.
I'm abroad. I'm in India.
I know. Just because you're in India, we think it's easier to talk to you about it while you are abroad.
Then you should contact the Central Government Liaison Office. You can get more direct answers from them.
When discussing the sentencing of Zhou Yongkang recently, did they mention the issue of live organ harvesting from Falun Gong practitioners?
You'd better contact the Central Government Liaison Office, okay? May I have your last name?
My last name is Liu.
You should know the rules if you are from Chairman Jiang's office. You should contact the Central Liaison Office for this issue, okay?
Well, Chairman Jiang would like to know more from you.
If that's the case, let's talk about it when I come back to China, okay? Let's stop here, okay?
Chairman Jiang has another wish. Hello?
Let's talk about it when I come back, okay? It is inconvenient to speak on mobile phone while being abroad.
It's like this. As you know, it's also inconvenient to talk on phone in China. So we want to talk to you while you are abroad.
Subject of investigation, Zheng Gaoli. Date of investigation, June 24, 2015. Zheng Gaoli was a member of the CCP Central Politburo Standing Committee from 2012 to 2017. Zheng actively participated in the persecution. In June 2015, while Zheng Gaoli was on an official visit to Kazakhstan, an investigator telephoned him. When asked about Falun Gong practitioners filing lawsuits against Jiang Zemin for harvesting organs from millions of practitioners, Zheng did not deny the allegation at all. Instead, Zheng eagerly promised that he would definitely prevent the matter from being pursued at the Politburo's meeting. The conversation started with a talk to his assistant.
Hello? Is this the liaison officer Li Guang? Hi, hello. Hello, are you with Comrade Zhang Gaoli? This is Secretary Liu from Comrade Jiang Zemin's office. Hi, Secretary Liu. Vice Premier Zhang hasn't arrived yet. When will he arrive? It probably takes at least 40 minutes to arrive. Okay, then I'll call back in an hour or 50 minutes. Okay. Hello? Hello, is this Liaison Officer Li Guang? This is Secretary Liu. Hello. Is Comrade Zhang Gaoli with you now? Hold on, wait a moment. I'll pass the phone to him. Okay, thank you.
Hi, this is Zhang Gaoli speaking.
Hello, this is Secretary Liu from Comrade Jiang Zemin's office.
Secretary Liu, hello.
Hello. Comrade Jiang Zemin wants me to pass along a few words to you. Recently, tens of thousands of Falun Gong practitioners filed criminal charges against Comrade Jiang Zemin to the Supreme Procuratorate, saying that he ordered the harvesting of organs from millions of Falun Gong practitioners. So, Comrade Jiang Zemin is very concerned about this. He hopes you stop the investigation when it is being discussed in the Politburo.
Sure, I will.
Can you do it?
Yes.
You know that the charges for harvesting organs from millions of living Falun Gong practitioners is extremely heavy. Do you understand?
I am in Kazakhstan now.
I know.
Just got off the airplane.
After you go back, you must.
Please inform Chairman Jiang to have peace of mind.
Sure.
Good.
There is one more thing.
I will certainly do it.
Okay, you must stop this.
Okay, certainly.
It's going to be a series of serious charges if they know Jiang Zemin ordered the organ harvesting of millions of Falun Gong practitioners.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I wish Chairman Jiang to stay healthy and live long.
You must pay close attention to this issue after you go back. One more thing. The remaining Falun Gong practitioners need to be rearranged as well. Don't make a mistake.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Someone once asked me, "You talked about such a sensitive matter with one of the top CCP officials on his cell phone. Why would he answer you?" Let me tell you, it's because at the best time and place and posing as someone working for the most powerful person, I was speaking on the issue they were most concerned about at the time. The CCP's incumbent Politburo Standing Committee members are not allowed to talk directly like this on their cell phones within China. They must make calls through a special telephone system, which is called the red phone, with dedicated human operators. However, there are no restrictions when they are overseas. At that time, over 10,000 Falun Gong practitioners across China had filed lawsuits with the Supreme Court and the Supreme Procuratorate against Jiang Zemin for persecuting Falun Gong. Live organ harvesting was one of his major crimes, and WOIPFG had also sent them incriminating evidence of their involvement in the live organ harvesting. At the same time, Zhou Yongkang had just been sentenced to life in prison. When his sentence was pronounced, it was said that Zhou had made some contributions, so he received a relatively lenient sentence. What would Zhou Yongkang do to atone for his crimes? It would be nothing more than revealing more inside information about crimes committed by Jiang Zemin and his clique. Think about it. At this time, would Jiang Zemin, Zhong Gaoli, and their people not be in a panic? What did Zhou say, and how to respond next? This was the issue of urgent concern to all of them. At this time, a phone call directly telling Jiang to stop others' pursuit of the issue of live organ harvesting from Falun Gong practitioners would make sense. On June 24, 2015, Zhang Gaoli was on an official visit to Kazakhstan. Posing as Secretary Liu from Jiang Zemin's office, I spoke directly with Zhang Gaoli on the phone. As a member of the CCP Politburo's Standing Committee and Vice Premier of the State Council, when Zhang heard that Jiang Zemin would be held accountable for ordering the removal of organs from millions of Falun Gong practitioners, he did not express his ignorance or surprise. Neither did he defend it or object to it. Moreover, when Jiang Zemin demanded him to prevent this matter from being investigated during the Politburo discussions, he eagerly said that he would definitely do so. There are several points in the conversation that I would like to draw your attention to. First, when Zhang heard, he hopes that you stop the investigation when it is being discussed in the Politburo, he replied, sure. Then I immediately followed up by asking him, can you do it? Zhang replied, yes, yes, yes. He said yes 3 times in a row. For the 3rd time, I emphasized, you know that the charges for harvesting organs from millions of living Falun Gong practitioners are extremely heavy. Do you understand? Zhang replied, please inform Chairman Jiang to have peace of mind. I stressed again, okay, you must stop this. Zhang said, okay, certainly. This means that Zhang Gaoli was aware of the seriousness of live organ harvesting and promised to follow Zhang's instructions to stop it from being investigated, and he was confident that he could control the situation. In the conversation with Zhang, we used the word investigation regarding Jiang Zemin, making it clear that Jiang was criminally responsible. Jiang tacitly admitted it, implying that Zhang's murderous clique was well aware of it. For the 4th time, I stressed, it's going to be serious charges if they know Jiang Zemin ordered the organ harvesting of millions of Falun Gong practitioners. Zhang then said, I wish Chairman Jiang to stay healthy and live long. Here, Zhang dared not continue talking about this. Instead, he ended the conversation with flattery. Although Zhang didn't say anything specific, Chinese people can all understand the implication of such questions and answers. This is an international call, and in a phone call without special encryption, such an important issue of conveying Jiang Zemin's instructions to Zhang couldn't be stated more explicitly, and both parties could say no more. Subject of investigation, Zheng Qinghong. Date of investigation, August 8, 2007. Zheng was a member of the PSC from 2002 to 2007 and belongs to Jiang Zemin's group too. On August 8, 2007, Zheng Qinghong attended the celebration of the 60th anniversary of the Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region. An investigator from the WOIPFG called Zheng while he was in a hotel. During this telephone investigation, Zheng did not deny that the army participated in the organ harvesting of Falun Gong practitioners and only stressed that you should inquire about this through the normal channels.
This is Xinchen Hotel.
Hello, please connect me to Zheng Qinghong.
Can I know your name, please?
This is...
Wait a moment. Hello?
Hello, please connect me to Zheng Qinghong.
His room?
Yes.
Connecting now.
Hello?
Is this Chairman Zheng Qinghong?
Who's speaking?
We've got something urgent which we need to ask you. This is an urgent issue. That is, a high-level official from the Ministry of National Security wanted to reveal a state secret to those foreign intelligence organizations. It's about the secret that the military participated in the live organ harvesting from Falun Gong practitioners.
You should find out through your normal channels.
So we want to ask.
Subject of investigation, Zhou Yongkang. Date of investigation, May 29, 2008. Zhou was a member of both the PSC and the Political and Legal Affairs Committee from 2007 to 2012. On May 29, 2008, one investigator phoned Zhou Yongkang. When asked if he knew some Falun Gong practitioners were being held in military facilities, he didn't deny it but requested to talk about it through a secure line.
Hello? Is this Secretary Zhou Yongkang?
Yes.
This is Li Chuncheng speaking.
Huh?
This is Li Chuncheng, Secretary of Sichuan Provincial Party Committee.
From Chengdu?
Right.
Chuncheng?
Yes.
I cannot recognize your voice. Are you too tired?
Tired, yes. I've got one thing to report to you. An aftershock just passed, and then something happened.
Oh.
Some places in our region where lots of Falun Gong practitioners were detained were damaged, so some of them escaped. What should we do?
Huh?
What do you think we should do now?
How many escaped? From the labor camp or the re-education camp?
Neither. It is those who are imprisoned in our military warehouses and air raid shelters.
How many people escaped?
About 20.
This is managed by the Bureau of Justice, right?
No. It was supposed to be... I need to find out which department is in charge. That's what was reported to me.
Are you the secretary of the Chengdu Municipal Committee in Sichuan?
What do you think we should do?
Oh, call me through the red line. You call me through the red line. I'm not sure who you are. I will ask them.
But
I will ask the related departments for further information.
The situation is a bit urgent, so we need to take actions immediately.
I cannot recognize who you are. I need to find out more, okay?
Subject of investigation, Guo Boxiang. Date of investigation, October 23rd to November 4th, 2011. Guo was the vice chairman of the Central Military Committee from 2002 to 2012. One of our investigators called him during his 2011 visit to Central America and asked about the existence of live organ harvesting from imprisoned or detained Falun Gong practitioners. He did not deny its existence, but insisted that further discussion should be conducted through a secure line.
Hello?
Hello? Is this Vice Chairman Guo Boxing of the Central Military Commission?
Who's calling?
This is the Secretary of Zhou Yongkang, Director of Central Political and Legal Committee. There is an incident of serious disclosure of the state secrets, which involves the military. The situation is urgent. Zhou Yongkang asked me to call you right away for some information, so as to narrow the scope of the investigation.
Where are you now?
I'm in Beijing now. We'd like to know, in the Central Military Commission, who else knows the state secrets about live organ harvesting from Falun Gong practitioners for organ transplants?
Well, let me call you again, okay?
There's no problem. I'm calling through the confidential phone of our embassy.
I'll call you tonight, okay?
The situation is urgent.
What is your last name?
Oh, my surname is Tan.
Secretary Tan. I'll call you tonight, okay? I'll call you tonight. I will invite you on the call, okay?
This call is through a confidential phone line.
I will initiate a phone call with you through a confidential phone line, okay?
I'm already using a confidential line now.
I'll contact you at night, okay?
This is urgent.
The evidence we presented in this video indicates that the CCP's crime of live organ harvesting from Falun Gong practitioners is a state crime in which top CCP officials and military personnel are involved. Please continue to watch Episode 25, The Participation of PLAC in Live Organ Harvesting. In particular, please note that this is a worldwide unrestricted war without gunpowder. The CCP's crime of live organ harvesting from Falun Gong practitioners not only continues, but has spread throughout society. For example, in 2013, a 6-year-old child, Little Binbin, in Shanxi, went missing. 2 days later, he was found with his eyes gouged out for his cornea. Dozens of university students in Wuhan disappeared for no reason in recent years, and countless children and women go missing every year. Live organ harvesting has become a threat to everyone. Perhaps, as we are talking, many kind and innocent people are being put onto operation tables for their organs. And also, many have been detained in dark prisons for many years, and their hearts, livers, and kidneys are waiting to be excised in an indescribably cruel way at any moment. How urgently they need rescue from the outside world. How excruciating it is for their parents, brothers, and sisters to bear the pain of missing their loved ones for years. Live organ harvesting signifies an unprecedented atrocity that has never existed on this planet. We cannot heartlessly ignore the fact that the Chinese Communist Party is ravaging and killing people. We cannot watch the CCP flagrantly destroy the bottom line of morality with lies, coercion, and financial lures that aim to silence and lead the entire human race to fundamental destruction without taking action. We urge everyone to like, subscribe, and spread the word about our program. Let your family, relatives, friends, neighbors, co-workers, and anybody else in your social circle know the facts of the CCP's mass organ harvesting from living Falun Gong practitioners. Please tell the whole world the truth and stand together to put a stop to the CCP's crimes against humanity. This is a critical issue related to the well-being and security of each individual, every community, and our entire society. Thank you very much for your attention and support.
感谢各位朋友，感谢大家的关注支持。
World Organization to Investigate the Persecution of Falun Gong, WOIPFG, was founded on January 20th, 2003. It is based in New York with branches in Europe, Australia, Asia, and Canada. WOIPFG's mission is to investigate the criminal conduct of all institutions, organizations, and individuals involved in the persecution of Falun Gong. To bring such investigations, no matter how long it takes, no matter how far and deep we have to search, to full closure, to exercise fundamental principles of humanity, and to restore and uphold justice in society. The principle of our investigation holds that those who have committed crimes shall be brought to justice. Individuals shall bear the same responsibility for their involvement in their organization's crimes, and those instigating the persecution shall bear the same responsibility of those who have physically carried out the persecution. We intend to uproot state-sanctioned crimes and safeguard human morality. The criminal conduct of all individuals within organizations, units, and departments involved in the persecution will be thoroughly investigated and brought to justice.